Hello, my dear friends and family, and all the badminton and sports enthusiasts. Welcome to Monday Nights with Mohit Kamath. So, this is the episode number 47. Again, we have come a very, very long way. I hope you all are doing well. Let me see who comes first today. And today is the session of Ask Me Anything. Don't ask me loans, don't ask me money, don't ask me cash. Please, because a lot of times people have asked me this. So we have our first guest, Sarvesh A. Hello, hi sir, how are you doing? Raf Scallion, the superstar Raf, I hope you're doing well. Lots of good news in badminton. The French Open won by our star dudes. Satvik Sairaj and Chirag Shetty, right? So that was a great news, and I feel that, in India, doubles has to get some prominence, and these guys will really make a difference in Indian doubles. What do you think? So if you have any questions from your side, you can please go ahead. So today is an Ask Me Anything session. Ref, excellent win by them. Shame they lost to England in the Hilo Open. They never lost a game to them, I think, let alone a match. Yeah, I think they were not in the right frame of mind to go and participate. I think this is an evolution, right? So a lot of players, if you see, even including Roger Federer, he's my favorite sportsman of all time. When he became world number one for the first time, when he won Wimbledon for the first time, he lost next three matches very badly to unseeded players. You can go and check that out. Sometimes these victories, are you are so drenched with this emotions of being victorious in a very high level, super 750 tournament. I think these are. I think this is something common for sportsmen. I really feel that, and I really get that. But yeah, you're right that it's a shame because that consistent performance is what we are looking for next. Like Lee Chong Wei or Lin Dan, if you see, they are very consistent. At least 7 out of 10 tournaments they would win. That's an excellent point. Hey Meghna Sriram, I hope you're doing well. Oops, need to jump on a work call. Yes, you're welcome back anytime again. And today, I have, selected one smash video by Shuttle Flash, and I give the credits to them because they have made a fantastic video. And some of the smashes which you can see in that video later, I can clearly show you how the jump, the important ingredients to hit a very hard smash, whether it is singles or doubles, doesn't matter. What are the ingredients to hit a very hard and powerful smash? We would definitely go and watch it. So until then, let's get back to some World Badminton news. Let me see some World Badminton news. Okay. So this is World Badminton news. As you can see, I hope you're seeing well. So there's a race to Gonzo. Countdown for qualifiers begins. This is the race to Gonzo. This means there is a super series, all-time super series in the last month of the year, where the top 8 in the world, the top 8 ranked players in all the events, from the super series countdown will play they play a tournament which will ultimately crown the number 1 champion, the champion who wins that tournament. The latest story is Hilo Open breakthrough win for Sharjanto and Kusumoti. And we have Paralympic world champions Marlena Kozina, Paralympic world champions. There are so many categories in Paralympic uh, world championships, right? Paralympic Games. So next is the Satyo Group Australian Open, and the race to Gonzo is nothing but the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals 2022. So anybody watching from Facebook, there's some issues going on with Facebook, so you have to come to YouTube. Okay. Okay, let's quickly go to the news media. Stay tuned. Very soon I will take you through the smash video. Denmark Open, we stopped talking for a day. What's that? Let's go with this. So Denmark Open, we stopped talking for a day. So there were ways to prepare for a match, and then there's the Lakshya Sen way. In just his second Denmark Open appearance, Sen ousted compatriot H.S. Pranoy 21-9 and 21-18 to progress to the quarterfinals, and later revealed his intriguing method. We didn't talk for a day, disclosed Sen. I think he's mentioning that they did not talk to each other. They are compatriots, I think they are roommates too. You wouldn't talk to your opponent on the day you play him, would you? We warmed up in the practice hall on opposite sides. We had kebabs last night, talked about random stuff, nothing to do with the tournament. Such an awkward thing, right? So I have faced it a lot of times, and I used to stay with one of the best players of our country, Anup Sridhar, and Arvind Bhatt. And there are a lot of players like that. We stayed together, and I had to play against them the next day. And it's really awkward feeling that how to conversate with them. I've been there in Lakshya Sen's shoes. With the win, 21-year-old improved his chances of of qualifying for the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. The main topic of discussion now in badminton is who is going to qualify. My short-term goal is to do well at the next few tournaments and get enough points. The World Tour Finals is a big deal to me. See, all these top players, right? I think World Top 50 or 100, they have a plan. They have a periodization. I hope you have heard this. It's a year-long program where you decide there are 3 different cycles. Macro cycle, which is the 6 months or 9 months or 1 year, depends on the trainer and the coaches. And then we have meso cycles, which is 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 10 weeks, something like that. And then we have micro cycles, which is daily, session by session. It all depends on how the player and the coach are in sync together to develop this program. And when you talk about these top players in the world, right, so they work the 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, sometimes they work in a reverse order or reverse manner from the main tournament, something like Olympics. You will exactly have to decide that what is your course of action, what is your course of tournaments you're going to play in the next macro cycle, in the meso cycle and micro cycle. And every time your micro and meso goes together, you will have to maybe tweak in. Sometimes you get to injury, and recently Lakshya Sen withdraw from this upcoming tournament, and he stated that he has a throat infection and viral infection, right? So then you'll have to completely relook into it and then change back to a new plan. So that's how you'll have to change, and you'll have to move on. Sen is currently 10th. On HSBC Race to Guangzhou. Men's singles standings, only the top 8 qualify. I feel in really good shape physically and mentally in Odense. I'm just taking one match at a time. The first round was tough, but wins over Anthony Sinisuka, Ginting, and Prannoy gave me a lot of confidence. I can take on anyone. So this is the transformation. This is exactly the transformation anybody should have in sport. Excuse me. So when a player goes and surprises the opponents who are much better than him, then he or she surprises himself or herself, right? So you literally go with the reality that you have beaten some of the best players of the world, and then your confidence goes up. That's the psychological aspect of the sport. And Sain is currently, with this statement, I think it proves me that he knows where he is. Prannoy considered Sain was pretty solid. That's a positive statement by the lad. There were no easy errors from him, said the world number 13. I had to work hard for each point. And this is something I really want all of you to know. It's very difficult to take easy points, get easy points from Lakshya Singh. Very difficult because he has very less errors. That's how it is at Super 750s. The opponent get better. We tend not to talk on match days. I like to get into the zone and focus on myself and match. So good focus. Amazing, right? That's so amazing. You see the top players, they have to travel together in a lot of tournaments, and then you will sometimes have to play these same players in the initial round. Sometimes first round you'll have to play with your roommate or your travel mate. This really puts you in an awkward situation. That was nice. Let's go back to news again. French Open 105% ready. I want to be champion. I want to be champion. Champion was Lee Chuk Yu's short but firm reply when asked what he intends to achieve after marching into his first HSBC BWF World Tour semi-final in a year at Yonex French Open 2022. The Hong Kong-China player has not been among the best four men's singles players at any tournament since losing to Victor Axelsen in last October's Denmark Open semis. Yesterday, despite being pushed by stubborn Lu Guangzhou, the world number 15 refused to give in. I think he talks about, Lee Chuk Yu, talks about his recent achievement marching into the semifinals of French Open. Happy to end my wait, but not too excited. There's another match, so my priority is warm down properly, then eat and rest well. This is something I want to stress upon. When you have these high quality matches in the world level, you really have to eat well, rest well, recover well. Maybe you will have to, carry your physio or check out the physio there after every match. If there is some knots in your muscles, release that and, get ready for the next match. Okay, so let's stop the news and let's quickly go back to the promise which I made to you. The YouTube video. Okay, let's see the Smash videos. Okay. If you have any questions, please go on. You can put your questions below there. I can try and answer that questions. Okay, let's go on. That's a good placement, no? That's a really good placement. No, he hit in a side way. You can watch it exactly to the right side, which is very difficult to lift and then finish. Govisham. I really like Govisham smashes because you can see in the slow motion in this next slide. Look at that! Look at that! So good jump like a spring. He is probably jumping around 3.5 to 4 feet in the air, getting the right timing and pushing all his body power to the shuttle, and shuttle goes like a bullet. Holding is really tall, and he can produce a fantastic angles. Nice. That's
Fantastic hitting.
Look at the timing and then angle. Yes, it forced his opponent to change his position from backhand to the forehand side.
But his front court play seems like quite unimaginative to me. I mean,
Rajiv Ausif.
Yusuf has shown that he's been doing well at the front court and at the net, and Mustafa is on the side where he can push the shots. That one.
Oh, that's a good smash, right? Look at it. Wow, full body power. I love that jump of Govisham. This should have been finished. Finish. Look at that. Just like a rocket. Look at the jump. There are three good Malaysians who hit really hard. One is Govisham, one is Lee Zizia, and Lee Chong Wei. Do you agree that? These three Malaysians are really strong and have a fantastic crackling smash.
He wanted a moment, not necessarily to tell down, but to recompose his thoughts.
That's a good one. And there you go.
Well constructed run.
That's a good jump and transfer of the weight of the body. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, well.
It's a good smash, right? Yeah. 396. Oh, good power. And that angle was really tough, right? He was moving out of the court. He was moving out of the court and then bang very hard. And look at where it landed.
Play matches where they're
Again, Govisham.
but when it's crunch time, when it's 18,
Oh, that was a superb jump. Look at it. At least 4 feet he has jumped. And these smashes, right? You want to hit a really good smash, then there are a couple of ingredients you will have to really understand. You need to first get the right timing, get under the shuttle, and the right timing is very, very important. And once you have a good timing, the transfer of your body weight to the shuttle has to be in an accurate manner. And to have those jumps, like as you see from Lee Chong Wei or Govisham, yeah, you saw in the last videos, right? You need to have a really strong ankle and your foot so that you get that perfect momentum to jump during that rally and bang the shuttle really hard. And of course, you should have a good hip, good core to take your body up and keep it more stable in the air and while you jump and then once you are landing. its strength. A good smash is delivered when you are strong.
For the number 8 seeds to send this the full distance.
Great play by Goal.
A good
That block
smash.
from the mid-court area.
Go
just makes the Saints have a
Visham.
much bigger chance now.
One of the best smashers in the world. Lindan. Let's see how Lindan does it. I'm always surprised, we have been taught, or coaches teach students that, keep your racket up. But look at Lindan. His racket is neutral. He's very relaxed. And then go. That was a nice one. He predicted, right? He predicted Tommy to play a cross-court lift, and he was ready for the smash. Planning is important.
Cross-court smash from that deep forehand corner. Linda must have.
Hello, Payalji. I hope you're doing well. So, Mani Deepak Saride. I'll just, pause it for a while and let's go with the question of Mani Deepak Saride, okay? So, hello, sir. I'm 23 years old, want to improve my singles game. Can you give tips how to read opponents' movements and anticipation? Well, let me try. You're 23 years old. I really want to know why did you mention that you're 23 years old. I'll tell you why, because does this mean that you have enough experience to play this singles event and you have played this singles event for a very long time? Are you mentioning your age for that, or how is it? And can you give tips how to read opponents' movements and anticipation? Absolutely. So imagine, uh, you know, um, imagine there is a box. Okay, there is a rectangular box, and every time, excuse me. So every time you throw a marble in it, it really goes fast. You throw it faster, or you throw it slow or medium, however it is, but it always goes to the corner, it hits the wall of the box, and then it forms a kind of a rectangle, triangle, and different type of geometric angles, right? Similarly, in badminton, when you're playing in this particular rectangle opponent's court, you will have to design your game in such a way that the opponent returns the shuttle where you want them to play, which means now, for example, I'm hitting a overhead straight toss for my opponent, and that opponent has not anticipated that I would be going to hit a toss. That has to be deceptive. And then it goes to the deep corner, that clear goes to the deep corner, and if the opponent takes the shuttle very low, then what do you think would be the chances? He would either play straight drop shot to the net, which is a backhand forward shot for you, or he would play excuse me, so or he would play straight clear back to you, or he may be playing cross court. If he's in the position, he would be playing cross court drop shot, which is a forehand forward shot for you. So these are the three options the opponent will get. So like that, you will have to design your strokes, choose your strokes in such a way that there is very limited options for your opponent to return, and those shots should be returned, the opponent shot should be returned in such a way that it becomes very easy for you to respond or reciprocate to that. I hope I have answered you. So let's go back again.
A bigger lead to convert it to a victory.
Oh, that was a bang on. That was nuclear.
Yeah, that one wasn't coming back, was it?
Look at that. Look at that. Whole body power. And whoa. And he made the deception too. Did you see the slice? Did you see his rotation of his wrist? It was a powerful drive. Wow. I don't think so. This was a hard smash. This was just a half smash from the giant. Whoa. Ivanov. They're the former All England champions. Govisham has come a lot of times in this.
It's not. I think
As I told you, Govisham, Lee Chong-wei, and Lee Zizia are the best smashers from Malaysia. 402. Tanang Sok signed some boon sock. Matt Scolding. I think this is the highest one, 426.
चेन्नई स्मैशर्स को ये
And this is
टफ
the PBL
मैच है
tournament.
दिल्ली एसोस का
Pressure जबरदस्त Ivanov के ऊपर 1-all.
Here at the
Oh,
Gordon
look at
Mandela
him.
Indoor Stadium. This is it. No, the next
so
one
tall.
is the one after this. Here it is. 426 kilometers per hour.
426 kilometers per hour.
Hit by Mads Peeler Golding.
That's all. There you go. Thank you for the video. I would like to really thank you, Shuttle Flash, for that video. And, we got to learn something, right? So I'll be here for the next 2 to 3 minutes. If you have any question, please go on. So as Mani Deepak was saying, right? So can you give some tips how to read opponents' movements and anticipation? You need to have certain, game plan. You need to understand there are certain angles where opponent cannot retrieve. If their body is too leaned towards on the one side, they would definitely, will not be able to play a cross shot typically. So those are the angles you will have to really understand. And every player comes with two things. One is pattern, one is limitation. So when that pattern is set, and if you understand those patterns very early in the game, so then it'll be very, very easy for you to understand that what could be the player's returns, what could be the player's decision-making process, what could be the player's constant 1 or 2 3 key shots which he or she always plays. So these are the simple aspects of anticipation, simple aspects of guessing how the player is. I hope I've answered. Even in doubles, right? So there are different game styles. If you see two Chinese players playing or two Chinese Taipei players playing, it's almost like fast and furious. It's just like bang bang bang, smashes drive and all. But the moment an Indonesian player comes, a European player comes, that drive and smash is just for 4-5 shots, and then suddenly the pace is dropped, and they play a more of in between the opponents. They reduce the pace and they would like to play more tricky shots and all these sort of stuff. So this is one of the style. And if you see in Indian men's doubles or women's doubles is little different, but typically the men's doubles is more of mixture and hybrid of the pace, speed, power, as well as the more trick shots, and they play this soft shots in between the players. We'll put some music. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. I would answer that. Otherwise, we'll have to take a leave and see you in the next following video. Okay, so I think if you don't have videos, so let's move on to our next show. And this is the 47th episode. I will have some sort of surprise for you guys. On the 50th episode, let me work hard for it. There was not so many videos on my Instagram. I apologize for that. Because I was not well for a couple of days, and that really pushed me to a very bad situation. I had too much infection in my throat. Still can see that I'm coughing all the time. So last question, Sarvesh, sir, I want to become more fast in court. Is it the Supreme Court or you want to become fast in High Court? I'm not sure of that. Just kidding. So, well, yeah, if you want to become fast on court, I think I can give you three different tips. One is, please go and study about fast twitch muscle fibers which is present in your body. Fast twitch muscle fibers are solely responsible to have very quick agility and very fast, different directional movements. You don't have to be an Usain Bolt competitor for to be in badminton, because it's not a one-directional movement. In badminton, it's multi-directional movement, so you'll have to really work on fast twitch muscle fibers. Let me put that on the comment. There are way loads of exercises in YouTube, Google. You can just find a lot of exercises for these fast twitch muscle fibers, and you'll have to really strengthen your core. You'll have to really strengthen your hamstring and posterior muscle chain of muscles. Posterior is behind chain of muscles, and you'll have to be light on your weight. If your weight is more, if your weight is beyond your BMI calculation, then you might not be fast. But don't worry if you're thinking that if you're only fast in court and you are not able to win. But that might not be the right way to think, Sarvesh. Because if you see, Victor Axelsen is not fast. He is tall, and he has developed his game style in such a way that he finds angles. He finds the right time to finish. Right? If you see Chen Long, he's not fast on court, but he's very patient on court. He keeps retrieving shuttles back. Right? So you will have to first understand and realize what is your nature, what has nature given to you, and based on that, maybe a coach or your trainer can really figure out what sort of game style you can really develop. If you see Shankar Muthuswamy, he's not fast on court, he's quick on court. If you compare him with the speed of other Chinese, Indonesians and all, a lot of players in the world, there are many hundreds of players faster than Shankar Muthuswamy. But if you see the kind of defense, the game style what he has is amazing. He is able to deliver, he is able to keep the shuttle in even under the pressure moment. And if you can do that, it's world number one, and he has won the silver medal. So every individual is different. Don't worry on this. Okay, the music is too loud. Okay. I hope this helps. So, Rafia, what is the ideal ratio of off-court to on-court training? I think the ratio would be 70-30. And again, it depends on what season you are in. If you are completely into the competitive period, like if you're playing continuous matches, this is November, and you have continuous matches in November and December, then I think on-court training ratio should be a little higher. And if you don't have tournament, let's say you have after December, the next tournament is April for you, and then I think it is the right time for you in Jan and Feb to work on other aspect of your sport, which is maybe strength, maybe work on the endurance part. Then the ratio could be somewhere around 60 to fitness and 40 to skill development. It all depends on what phase are you in that periodization, Raf. Okay, let me know. Last question. I'll have to move on. If you remember the last week, I had showed two more cats, right? It was Ginger and Rainbow. I really miss them. They have gone back to their homes, and I really miss them. Now, I'm a cat lover, and I am owned by my cat. That was the video I saw in Instagram, where a cat is saying, "I'm the owner of my father," something like that. It was very funny. Raf, yes, about this question I'll discuss with you individually. So there we go. We are at the end of our 47th episode of Ask Me Anything with Mohit Kamath. And thanks for coming. Until the next episode, keep following me on Instagram. So I'll start uploading more videos, analytical videos, badminton analytical videos, which is my smart badminton videos. Keep following that. Share it with your friends and enjoy. Have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you. Tata. Bye bye.